Good rising, everyone. Oh, I didn't change the date on my lower third. Let me do that real quick. Oops. I knew there was something I forgot. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloweenies. Today is October 31st, 2022. Moonday, of course. It is, my first Monday back after Flattoberfest. I think I finally might be getting back to normal. Someone asked me yesterday, I think it was Jaren when we were on doing Glowbusters. He's like, have you recovered? And I said mostly, but now I'm not so sure. It took me a while to get moving this morning. So maybe I'm still recovering just a little bit. Just a little bit. I had the best time with y'all at Flattoberfest. I just want to say thank you to everyone who came. Only the best people came and showed up and had the best time and brought the best energy. And just everything was the best. I really can't complain about anything. Everything went pretty well. A lot of people told me they thought it was the best Flattoberfest yet. And I've had 4 of them, and this is my 5th event. So, you know, that's kind of saying something if people think it was the best. You know, it's not like I've only had 1 or 2. So it really made me happy to see all your smiling faces and to hear all the feedback and to hear that you all had the best time, and just that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. That is why I do it. That is why we suffer all year long. That is why. Let me say hello to you people in chat. Brian Stavely. Mother Dragon. Commercial sound and video. Best sound on the flat earth. Aisling717. Kelly FE. 3 Fingers, Dean F. Hi, Dean. Rob Cleveland, good to see you. NH Guy, Flat Earth Matt H. 1:40 p.m. here in the UK, and you're drinking coffee. Right on. No coffee in your Baileys today. The lucky dog. Haven't caught one of these in a while. Well, welcome back. I didn't have one last week, just so you know. Special K, good to see you. Ted Summer. David Rife. Billingtano Bear. Thunder Chicken. Jeez, hi, all you wonderful people. Melodome. Unindoctrinated. Lowry, Dave Hinkle, Joel Lynn, thank you, Karen B. It was the best one yet. Thank you, Joel, for being a part of it again. Thank you, and thank you for the little grab bag you gave me. I love your stuff. Can't wait to use it. Sorry you couldn't make Fattoberfest from Cali, William, who was a welcome. Well, that's okay, because next year I'm going to do an event on the West Coast, and I expect to see you there. 99.9% sure it'll end up being in Vegas, because I was pricing flights to Vegas from everywhere else, you know, and flights to Vegas are pretty reasonable. Like, it's a pretty cheap place to fly to. So that right there makes it easy. They're really sad. It's going to be awesome. I have actually started pricing places already yesterday. They're cool like the fawns. It was the complete blast, Sarah G says. Thank you, Sarah G. I'm glad you had a wonderful time. It was fun. Thanks for having it. Thank you, Ashley Knopp. I'm just so glad you guys had a great time. Hi, Big Pine Saline and PSYOP within a PSYOP. Much love, y'all. Yeah, so we had a great time. I've been collecting pictures all week. I've been sniping everybody's pictures so I can do a nice photo montage video about Flattoberfest and show all the pictures. And I haven't done it yet because I mean, you know, I posted Monday or something for everyone to share their Flattoberfest pictures. But you know how it is. Those posts won't get seen till like 3 days later. So now people are starting to add. People are starting to, you know, get home and upload the pictures. So I wanted to have it done by today, but there's still too many people sending me stuff. And so I just haven't taken the time to do it yet. But I will probably have it done by the end of this week. I think I'll have enough pictures. But there's so many people who sent me pictures this year. Like, there's going to be a ton. And there's some great pictures. Oh my gosh. Wonderful pictures. Also, if you guys have been, I don't know if you guys have seen, but I've been taking the live stream and I've been chopping up people's presentations and uploading them publicly on my channel. I've done so far Mark Sargent, his intro and Q&A, and I did Sean Griffin's talk and Jason Lindgren. So I'm just going in order. The next one I will upload will probably be Witsit. And then I have to see how the music ones came out. I don't know if I'm going to upload the music performances until I get the good video from David, the guy who recorded it all, because the sound is going to be so much better than my live stream. Like, when people are talking, it's not as big of a deal because they're just talking. But when it's music, I think people appreciate it more when the sound is higher quality. So I'm not sure if I'm going to upload the music from the live stream because I feel like that, you know, it was decent, but I don't know. I think it would be better. Took 0 pics. I know, right, Cammie? I'm so busy. I'm always so busy during these events, right? Obviously, because I'm the one putting them on. So I never take pictures. So I really heavily lean on you other people to take pictures so that I can collect them and make a montage video out of them. Jack has some photos for you. Okay, well, Jack can send them to me in Skype. I've got some in Messenger. I've got them all over the place. But it's going to be awesome. I mean, I guess I could show you guys some of them here. I don't even know how many. I've just been putting them all in this folder. I'm not even sure how many there are. Let's see. I'm going to do a get info. Oh my gosh, 1.5 gigs I've collected of photos. Over 500 items. Wow. And I think I still have some more to collect. That's a lot. That's a lot. Joelle Lynn, you can send them to me in Messenger if you want. Or if you already posted them publicly, I might have already taken them, to be honest with you. Because if you guys are posting, if you're my friend on Facebook and you've been posting your pictures to Facebook, then I probably have already taken them, to be honest with you. Can you comment on Mark Sargent's intro? Did he say his granddads knew each other before his parents even met? I didn't understand what he was saying. I don't think he said that. I'll tell you what, Mark Sargent's talk was like a big joke. He was I'm not sure I understood Mark's talk either. We want to watch a little bit of it right now. We can figure it out. I don't know. My friends keep telling me gravity is real. How do you explain gravity to these losers? Well, gravity just doesn't make sense. The way gravity as described doesn't make sense. I mean, it's mass. What? Ask him if it's, first of all, you got to ask him if it's mass attracting mass or bendy space-time gravity that they're talking about, because Newtonian gravity is mass attracting mass, and bendy space-time gravity is the Einstein gravity, right? So first you got to ask him which gravity they want explained, okay? And then once you figure out, what kind of gravity they want to have explained to them, then you can go from there. So, if it's bendy space-time gravity, well, that just doesn't make sense. It's too early for me to talk about gravity. God, come on, can you ask an easier question? I need more coffee. But bendy space-time property, or bendy space-time, right? Gravity doesn't make any sense because space has no properties. What are the properties of space? Can you give me, like, physical... You can't give me any physical properties or physical descriptions of space, right? Space has no properties, no physical properties. So how do you bend and warp something that has no physical properties? Ask him that. Bendy space-time gravity, yeah. How do they... Okay, Ted. Have a good day. See you. Tell them Paul was enlightened when scales fell from his eyes. Cause and effect is pretty important too. What is that? Finally cut the Netflix cord and got rock fan. Hi Joseph, good, welcome back. What is that link? We all agree on the effect of downward acceleration, but how have they isolated and controlled for the cause? Yeah, they haven't. That's why we just say we think it's electrostatics, but then how do you know, everything is electrostatic. We live in an electric universe, right? So if the downward acceleration is caused by electrostatics and the charge of the earth versus the ether and all that good stuff, I mean, how do you... CERN's website is calling today Dark Matter Day. Yeah. Alright. Do you guys want to maybe look through some of the pictures? I don't know. What do you guys want to do? I have this little preview. I wonder if, let's see. How is my sound set up? Okay, should be good. The video guy sent me a little preview. It was like 35 seconds of One Big Love video. This is how good the sound is on the video, though.
Oh no, faith like gold. It matters how you carry it, no matter what the load is. Oh no, faith like gold. It matters where you go, doesn't matter where the road is. Oh no, faith like gold. It matters how you carry it, no matter what the load is. Yeah, that's a new joint. Yeah. And obviously, we don't have an end for this thing. But Cat O, go ahead and do a little slang. Shout out to the little kids dancing up front. I see you having so much fun. Yeah.
Shemaya.
I love them dance moves. Inspiring.
Anyway, that's a little preview that the video guy sent me, David sent me. So the music, I know the music video is going to be awesome. But see, and this is why once he sent me this, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm even going to bother cutting their clip out of the live stream to upload it. I don't think I'm going to bother. I think I'm just going to wait for the music videos to be cut and edited, and then I will put that up. Yeah, that's going to be the sound in the videos from the event. I'm telling you, I had this, yeah, they do, they're awesome. So, so the videos from the event are going to be uploaded after the fact, and they'll be amazing. You guys will just, if you weren't there, you'll feel like you were there. This this event was so much fun, you know? So anyway, but let me see. Let me see. Oh, kind. Here we go. I have so many pictures, you guys. Wow. I'm, put this over here so you guys can see. I mean, tons of pictures. Can look for it a little bit if you want. Is Dr. Law coming to the beach soon? Oh, by the way, there was a meetup. Rico did a meetup in Tennessee for Dr. Law, and Dr. Law sent me the picture. He wants me to share it with you. There we go. So this is the meetup in Tennessee. Look, there's some people here that were at Flattoberfest. There's Dr. Law. I don't know most of these people. There's Rico. There's FE Nation guy. I think he was at Flattoberfest. Yes. And they had a wonderful meetup in Tennessee. There you go. Shout out to Dr. Law and Rico. Yeah, I am going to wait for the better shit, Brian. I already said that. Yeah. FE Nation, Rico, Fred, and Teresa. Very nice. Who was the Glober? Is the Glober in here? Is he in the picture? Anyway, so there you go. It's another picture from Flattoberfest. This is in my picture, but look at, see how they got the astronaut riding the rocket? The sky is our limit, astronauts. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. But yeah, we can skim through some pictures. Nathan is here? What do you mean? It was the one of Rico from the guy with the hand signs. Ah. Dr. Clown was at the event. All right, let's take a look. Let's just skim through some pictures. Here's some Dan pictures. Dan and Lowry. There's Dan and Dr. Clown. Oops. Brian and Tommy. So here's a picture from the How the World Works exhibit with Zach and his Tesla coils and stuff. And they were teaching the children all about natural physics. Awesome stuff. Just Jack and Dan. These pictures are all over the place. When I put this together, I'll organize it. Right now, they're just sort of random all over. Look at Witsit on stage, goofing off. Oh, that's so cute. There's Ben. Children destroying globes and dancing to music. Q&A picture. There's Andy and Yang. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce. I don't want to ruin that name. But this is the guy who was in Yang. I don't know how to say it. I have to have him teach me how to say his name. But he was in the last release of Flatlanders episodes, and he brought his project, and Andy brought the project through in 4 Dome. It was pretty cool. Ben and Dan, Rick Hummer. Rick was there. It was awesome, awesome, good times. I always love the elevator music. Oh, I agree, but that's going to go over most normies' heads. Ask them to explain what gravity is first. Then when they say it's shit dropping helium. Yeah, and then ask them if they know how much the clouds weigh and why are they floating in the air. That's another good thing that you can say to people with gravity. Gravity. How the world works, with our sign falling in the background. Here you go. Me and Dan. Oh, this is the picture that ended up on the article. Like, I gave some guy a press pass. I gave this guy a press pass who is a local guy who runs his own, like, vlog, alternative news vlog website, and he asked me for a press pass. I gave it to him. He used this picture in his article. It said, and underneath it said, Flat Earthers having fun. Here we go, Dan and Dr. Clown again. People at the How the World Works exhibit. I mean, you can see they have tons of stuff here. Look at all the goodies they have, like the light table, the Chicago skyline test with the with the atmosphere simulation thing with the Fresnel lens. So like you see, you got the miroscopes, crystals, domes, all kinds of cool stuff. So the How the World Works exhibit just gets better every year. There's Sue Finelli and Dan, David and Suzanne from Truth Smacks. And there's Mark Sargent. And then this is the couple that runs Bolton's Curbside Cookery. They're the ones that Mark made his commercial for. Oh, I can play you guys the commercial that they made. They sent it to me, by the way. It is so funny. Here's more children learning about natural physics at How the World Works with Zach. You guys, that's the best part. I feel like this is one of the best things about the events, really. We have the children. We're going to teach the children to be smarter than Globy children. And there's Mark and Lee. No, Lee is the guy. Jenny is the woman. And there's everybody hanging outside the front of the Shrine Club during break time. Lee and Jenny with Dr. Law. All the foodie preparers bonding. There's Rick and the Boltons. There they are. Aren't they funny? They're so cute. Love it. David and the Boltons. There's everybody hanging out. Rick and Mark and the Bolton family. Love it. There's Ben on stage. We had a great stage look this year. We had these two extra screens. We had the big screen in the back, and then these two screens on either side. So really, that made it a lot nicer. I like that. Everybody could see everything really well. Mark with his intro. See, these are all over the place. I'll organize these when I make the video. I'm gonna have it like day one. I'll have like Friday at the park, and then day one and day two in chronological order. There you go. Witsit and Kai and Jenny. Kai looking super cute in her pretty green dress with her baby belly. There's me hanging out by myself in front of True Smacks. Okay. All right. Q&A pictures. Here's another look of the room from the back. So you can kind of see how it was set up. It worked out really well. I mean, really well. Just so great. There's Mark with his shill hat on. His Mason shill hat. And Suzanne. There we go. Can't keep the foodie people out of the food prep area, apparently. Oh, Vinny. Poor Vinny. Vinny was having himself such a good time, and then he passed out in the chair by the food tent, and then everybody who came and got food was taking pictures with Vinny. Teaching the kids natural science was the best thing, but the Globies will say it's the worst. Right, David? I don't care. Who cares though, right? Who cares what they think? Because Globies they're programmed. They're stuck in programming. And this is how we're going to break out of this programming that we're in. We have to teach the children. We have to start educating our children out of their programming. Just like, they fooled us all for the last few decades to, relinquish our children to the state and let them be trained by the state and programmed by the state. And so now, you have a bunch of people who believe all this BS and who defend it. So the only way to counteract that is to teach we have to teach our children. We have to take over teaching our children what is real and what is right. Right? Every event, Dr. Law says, yeah. Is that Mark didn't have to act? Did you watch the commercial? I'll play it. Anyway, let's look at more pictures. Here we go. Me and Suzanne. The THC Flat Earth Farm setup. Excuse me. Which was cool. I didn't get a Flat Earth Farm shirt. See, that's another thing. Like, I'm so busy, I forget to go. There were some things I wanted to go around and get. I wanted a Flat Earth Farm shirt, and I didn't get one, but oh well. You just have to send me one later. Crumb. Is that Crumb? Yeah, it is. People having dinner, having lunch, hanging out, making friends. Oh, there's my men's. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. That's my favorite. Look at Mark trying to hold on to my man so tight. Here we go. Chris and Mike. Mark Sargent is my nigga. I love that shirt. I need one of those shirts to wear on Strange World. Here we go. Just us hanging out. People taking pictures. James from Grounded Extracts. Brian, Joelle, Ted, Ben. So many great people. There's Justin in the middle there. Owner of Fluffy Slippers. There it was, Jason. You know what? If you got a picture with Jason, Jenny, you guys, not many people did, because Jason and Rose they weren't hanging out so much this year because Rose was having a hard time. And so they really didn't get much time to socialize. And if you got to see Rose or Jason, yeah, you were paying attention. Because if you blinked, you missed them. I don't know what this is, but some park area outside of Greenville. What you guys are doing? Here we go. Chief Crow and Chris. Love it. Mark Sargent writing his name on this is an original, what is this, a 2020 shirt where I forgot to put Mark's name on the shirt. And so that year he was writing his name on the shirt and then also writing Karen sucks on the shirt, which was so awesome. The Mark Sargent, my nigga shirts are with James and Naja. Okay, cool. Okay, and here, this is really cool too. The first night when we had karaoke, they had a big bonfire behind the Shrine Club. So it was awesome. Everybody was hanging out, drinking, doing karaoke, hanging out by the fire. It was like, dude, it was like an old school party. This is like what we used to do when we would have parties as teenagers. We would drink beer, have a bonfire, and play music. So that's what we did. Here we go. This is Mark Sargent's corner. Also the interview corner where I had the banner where people take pictures. I don't know how many people took pictures there. There's Vinny before he passed out with Wes. Grounded Extracts table. Their table was looking so nice with that sign. All the vendors, you guys had your tables looking great, by the way. it was really cool to walk in there and see all the cool stuff. More bonfire pictures. Friday night bonfire picture. Here we go. Mark and Mike. Look at all these smiling faces. There's Daryl. Oh, see, Chris managed to get a picture with Rose. You had to go to the car. There she is. There's Rose's smiling face. Oh. This is karaoke night. And this is Sunday night. There we go. There's Freeman Fly. Freeman Fly was hanging out at the event the whole time. I got a Freeman Fly shirt. Did you guys say hi to Freeman Fly? I have not hung it up yet, David. I have a plan for it, though. I have a plan for it. It's going to be really cool. I'm going to do something really cool with that thing. Yeah. All right. Do you guys remember Ted kicking out Freeman Fly? Poor Ted. He'll never live it down because Freeman Fly didn't have a badge. And I had a badge for Freeman. It was in with the other badges. This is why, first when I was like, are you guys separating out the purple badges from the regular badges? Well, they didn't get separated out. And so Freeman, I don't even know if he asked for one, but I told him he had a pass. But he was just walking around without it. And Ted was like, you can't be in here without that. Kicked out Freeman Fly. And I'm like, go and I find the pass for Freeman Fly and I show it to Ted. I'm like, Ted, Freeman always has a pass to the events. I can't believe you did that. How can you watch all of Flattoberfest? Well, I'm been uploading it. The videos are starting to come out slowly but surely. But when I get the videos from the good videos from the guy who was documenting it all and the interviews, that's the good stuff that's going to be coming out later. But I don't have it yet. Not yet. We're in post-production here. Yeah. Anyway, Freeman thought it was funny. Everybody thought it was funny, especially Ben. What's going on here? Who has the mic? This photo's funny. That for some reason, the expression of everybody just looks funny. All right, this is somebody's Airbnb. I was not at that. I didn't see that. Here's Mark getting his honorary Kakalaki cruise shirt. How the world works. There's Cammy. This is a great picture right here. All the flat earther dudes. Aw, I love it. That's so awesome. So many great pictures. Oh. That's funny. Oh, look at that. Look at all these smiling faces. Look at all these happy people. Just miscellaneous people hanging out. There you go. I guess this is what y'all were doing at the Airbnb. Right? What are you guys doing? Here we go. This is during Crow. We're smashing globes. These pictures are all over the place. People hanging out. Oh, see, here we go. Here's the people who couldn't be at Flattoberfest. These are the There in Spirit picture. One of the There in Spirit pictures. Park pictures. Here's the park. Eric. Eric's super cool guy. Love Eric. Dave. Wasn't there somebody? I think there was a picture where somebody's actually wearing a North Face shirt. And it's like, you think that you're wearing the Flat Earth shirt, but it's the North Face. There's Law, Dean, Shelly, and Chris. There's Daryl at the Flat Earth Farms table, looking all surprised. Looks like I got... Oh, see, I do have some duplicates. I have to go through. This thing, this is what you're talking about, right, David? Yeah, David gave me this thing. I have a plan for this. Did you know that Sticker Mule, you can get wall graphics at Sticker Mule? I'm gonna get this wall graphic that's that size of the Flat Earth map on there. Or maybe I'm gonna see if I can get it maybe a little bit bigger or something. I don't know. I'm gonna work it out. I want to get a wall graphic that looks like a Flat Earth map, and then I want to hang this thing on it, over it. I think it would be cool. Airbnb was so much fun. Spicy Sarah. Oh, Spicy Sarah, we missed you. And Griff at the event. By the way, sorry Griff wasn't feeling good. Summer security, yes. By the way, I'm using my fancy Flat Earther Yeti. I did raffle some of these off at the event. Some of you went home with the cool Yeti cups that Stefan Carpenter from the Deftones sent. So if you got a Yeti cup, you scored. 'Cause Mark, I don't know why Mark started saying, maybe, I don't know if I did it or Mark did it, but he was saying like, oh, Stefan's got these on his website, but he doesn't. Like, Stefan doesn't sell the Yetis. He just ordered them for us. He likes them, so he had some made and ordered them and sent them to me, and I had a list of people that I was supposed to give them to, and then I could give some out. So I gave some out. I raffled some off at the event. But these are custom, baby. Yeah. So you should feel special if you got one. All right. There's Chief Crow playing. More pictures, more outdoor pictures, more smiling faces, more food being made. That's what's up. Google Flat Earth clues. Mike looks a little wasted there. What's up with that? I'm just messing with you. There you go. Cookies. Music in the parking lot. More smiling faces. There's the Mark Sargent talking corner, where everybody was going there to have conversations with Mark all day. There's me and Cammie. Rare moment where I got to hang out with Cammie for a second. Dr. Clown. Hey, there's Watson. More pictures with Vinny. See, this gal was nice when she took her picture with Vinny. She didn't mess with him. Hey, there's another Jason picture. See, there's Mark. See, these pictures are all over the place. There's Mark holding up his honorary Kakalaki Crew shirt. Because we all have these. It says Effie on the front. And Scooter made those. Thanks, Scooter. Food. Hanging out at the bar. There's Dr. Clown. Brian and Mark. Oh. This is the park. Day 1. shiny, happy people. There's David. This is the guy who did the video. So when you see all those cool videos, you'll know who did it of the event. Look at these slugs all on the couch. I'm just kidding. Smiley faces. More smiley faces. Smiley faces. This is inside the bar. Isn't this the bar? Yeah, this is the bar underneath the Shrine Club where they have the karaoke right outside the bar in the backyard. Here's a setup. Google Flat Earth clues. Although really, if you Google Flat Earth clues, I'm not sure it's really worth a shit anymore. We should try it. Chief Crow sign. Chief Crow and Watson messing with y'all with their one eye. There's Mark. And I think that might be Chicago artist. More happy faces. Oh, here we go. Here's a group photo. The group drone photo. One of them. From the park. We always get our good group picture from the park. So that's pretty cool. This is the gazebo behind where we hang out and the food tent. You know, it's a good time. It's a festival. It's a festival. This is why there's so many smiley faces. Look at this. This is the dude with this shh in the back. So funny. You guys go. Austin and Kai. There's me and Law. Remember when Law did La Viz? You guys there for the karaoke to get the full experience of La Viz? I don't understand this picture, but it's funny. Here we go. Here's a look. Little, what's this? Oops. Who's talking here? Is that Mark? No. I think that's Witsit. This is Witsit. So there you go. There's a bunch of people watching Witsit do his talk. Yeah. I love this venue because there's so much room. Remember how cramped we were in the other one? This place has so much room. We could have had like another 500 people there. Seriously. Corey Kell, Mark Sargent, Dave Weiss, Karen B, Ben and James, smiley faces, Crow playing music. Yeah, these pictures are all over the place, but this is awesome. I mean, you can just get a feel. There's Ted and Ted and Freeman, buddies. Oops. And here's the guy who won the clock. Zulu made these really cool flat Earth clock, and I had everybody sign it except Sean. Sean was able to sneak out without me getting his signature on it, but signed it and we raffled it off, and this guy won the clock. Congratulations. Thank you, Andrew, for the tip. Karen, you do great work with the festivals. I was thinking of the idea of having a FE chili cook-off. What do you think? An FE chili cook-off. Well, that'd be... Oh, here's another There in Spirit from Conspiracy Music Guru. He couldn't be there. So funny. More smiley faces. Oh, here's a couple of pictures from Marty's presentation. They can lie about math, but we can use math to find out that they are lying. True enough. Here's Lowry getting all excited, filming Law, doing Lavis. OBL. Oops. Flat Earth Farms. Singe Man. And Brian. Here we go. Look at all these beautiful smiley people. Love it. And then after, here's Watson and Chief Crow in my woods. We came back to my house with before Crow had to go, and we were filming some footage, taking some pictures. So there'll be some cool woodsy stuff coming out somewhere soon, I'm sure, that you'll see. More smiley faces. Greenville Shrine Center. Aw, cute baby. Najla. Aw, look at that. That's a great picture. Aw, so sweet. More happy people. Flat earthers having fun. Yeah, I got a couple duplicates in here. There you are. Selling truth smacks. Good girl. Oh yeah, here goes some stuff that was going on. Who was doing the cupping? I think that was Gail. She was doing cupping. So, pretty awesome. Chief Crow and No Despair Bear. Chief Crow playing in his Shriner's hat at the Shrine Event Center. And if you guys don't think that's funny, if you don't see the irony in all of this, I don't know what to do with you. You can't be helped. There's Kelsey, and I forget her boyfriend's name, but they came from Hawaii. They were doing the flat earth stuff, shirts and cool stuff. Ariel and Daryl. There we go. Some Lavis pictures. Yeah, buddy. Rick being a prankster to Mark Sargent. Here's Crumb and Lowry playing live. Was awesome. David and Brian. Dr. Clown. Rick Hummer. Good people. Happy people. So, a chili cook-off. Let me think about this. Well, then you would have to have multiple people cooking chili. I don't know. See, the thing about, like, that's something like that would be easy to do in any sort of normal day-to-day thing. But when you hone it down to flat earth, it, like, really narrows it, right? So, like, while there's a lot of flat earthers who love chili and probably a lot who can cook chili, they're just not all in the same place together. And then what are the logistics of bringing all that cooking equipment and all the stuff you need, everything you need to cook that chili, and then have a chili cook-off that's just flat earthers? That's where it gets difficult, is when you say it's just flat earthers. You know, you should do like a regular cook-off and then just have a bunch of flat earth stuff there and just flat smack people. Isn't there a meetup in Miami every month? What's your website, Karen? Okay, there's some, I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on entirely with the Florida meetups, the recurring meetups. Some of them I had to take down. But just go to flatearthfestivals.com. flatearthfestivals.com. And then Flat Earth Friendly Meetups. I have to check my emails. I might should have had one other one to post that I haven't posted yet, because I got so busy with the event, you guys. I'm sorry, I just didn't. I kind of got behind on that, so I have to see. I might have missed some that are need to be posted. But there's Florida reoccurring, and I had to take a bunch of them down. But there's Sarasota is still up, Titusville, Daytona, St. Pete, Tampa, Fort Myers, Palm Bay. But I would try to contact these people, because I'm not even sure that they're meeting, to be honest with you. So there's Shelly. Shelly lives in Florida. I don't know if you're doing monthly meetups. Shelly, are you in chat? I am still doing our meetups on the East Coast. Okay. Does that include Miami? I'm not sure. If you have a camp out, you could have a chili cook-off at it. Yeah. Everyone bring their own burner. I mean, you could, but it would be, you know... I mean, a chili cook-off would be fun, but the problem is, do you have enough flat earthers to support a flat earth chili cook-off event? I mean, I don't know. No, I am up in Palm Bay. Palm Bay. I don't know how far that is from Miami. So anyway, this Palm Bay one, this is the first one I think I put up. So yeah, Shelly's number is there if you want to go meet some flat earthers. But yeah, Florida is one of those big long states like California, so I realize it's not always easy to get to all these locations, but so apparently there are still monthly meetups going on in Florida, just not every location is doing it regularly. I think you got to contact the contact for the people listed in the meetup. See, some of them will have contacts. They'll have emails or phone numbers. So you have to check that way. Does that help? I hope that helps. Flat earthers don't cook? What you talking about, flat earthers don't cook? I cook almost every meal. I mean, who says flat earthers don't cook? Didn't I just show you, like, Dr. Law cooking? Like, what kind of retarded comment is that? That's retarded. That's retarded. 3 to 4 hours? Oh, that's a long drive, Shelly. Are you having a watch party for Mount Meru at your house? I am too, I guess, but it'll just be probably me and Ted. Anyway, flat earthers definitely cook. I cook all the time. Yeah, right? What a retarded statement. I'm in Fort Myers. I can sail there, but my uncle lives there on the beach and lost everything in Ian, so they may be, you know... I'm already about 3 hours to Miami. Yeah. I'm still under my Tesla coil hood, and if anyone comes within a few inches of me, they get shock therapy. It would be... Yeah. Definitely a troll. Don't tell Dr. Law flat earthers don't cook. Boy, don't say it. Don't say it. There's fluffy slippers. You guys are so awesome. I love all these pictures you guys took. Just the best. Oh, here's another picture of poor Vinny. This isn't even the worst one. Wait till you see the one with Brian. Here's the, this is the Flat Earth Farms table. There you go. Here's David and Jenny. They're gonna have a baby. I gave him baby truther onesie. Look, there you go. See? There's the one. But Brian, this is what happens when you pass out near Brian. Just saying. Be forewarned. Don't ever pass out around Brian Stavely. Here you go, Chris and Dr. Clown. Can't remember everybody's names, but you know. There you go. Chris getting his pictures with all the shill hats on. Good job. I was telling him after the fact, I wish I'd have thought of this, that we should have all passed around Mark Sargent's Mason hat and all taken our pictures with the Mason hat on, and then everybody at the same time change your profile picture to the hat with the Mason picture, with the picture with the Mason hat. Come on, that would have been funny. Missed opportunity. There you go. Flat Earthers having dinner. Very nice. There you go. More pictures with Vinny. See, the girls are nice. They just smile and take pictures with them. Do. Oh, this was great, by the way, James and Najla. Thank you for making this. You guys are the best. I'm going to frame it. I got to get a frame for it and hang it up in my house. I have some of these from 2022. I mean, 2020, comma, 2. and 2021. So I love these. So I save them all. Gonna frame it and hang it up. The best. Here we are, all getting up on stage with Crow. I think that's me. Here we go. Karaoke night. Food tent. This is the food tent, by the way, where everybody, all the proceeds from this food tent, every time we do this, they raise money to help flat earthers in need. And so this time, they helped a lot of people. I think we gave money to like 4 different flat earthers, but we helped Carly Sunshine, Christopher Stark, who was the driver for the Masquerade tour with Wits It Gets It when he was driving them all around, and a couple of other people. But that's what we do. We at these events, you know, we raise money and we give it to people that need help every year, and that is done by the Kakalaki crew. I really don't do it. I just set up the event, and then they set up their tent and raise money at my event for people. So it's like a joint effort. Everybody, you know, pitches in, and we get stuff done, and we help people. So just so you know, that's what goes on. We take care of our own. We take care of our people, right? Look at that crazy, wonderful crew. There's my bouncer. There's that guy with that hat. There's Chief. Flattoberfest. What is this? It's from somebody's room. More flat earthers. Oh, there we go. See? The guys are not nice. The chicks are cool. They're just like smiling and taking pictures next to Vinny. And then the dudes come, and then that's when the debauchery happens, right? Sue Finelli. There's Suzanne with her Truth Smacks table. What are these? These are, I think, Freeman Fly books that he was selling. Awesome. I've got this one. It's cool. There we go. There's the Mason hat that got raffled off on top of the clock that got raffled off. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here's a bunch of people watching Mark Sargent. More smiling faces. There's Freeman. Where is this? Is this at your house? This must be at James's house. Goes on. I think so. I don't know. There we are in front of the club. Me trying to get everybody to sign that clock. There's David Weiss, Daryl, and Mike. Look at our lovely smiling people. Oh, there's Nathan. Commercial sound and video. So that's in front of the club again. More group pictures. Yeah. Yeah, these definitely need to be organized. Look, see, this is a great picture. You guys, the grounded extracts table looked so nice. I love that sign that you had made. Here's our group picture. Rick taking his own picture with the group picture. Astronauts. This is the rocket that is hanging out in the back parking lot behind the Shrine Club. Isn't that funny? Astronauts. It's Greenville. It's the stage. Smiley happy people. Smiley happy people. There's Marty. Yeah, Marty Leeds was there. It's a good time. More pictures from how the world works. You had all kinds of gadgets going over there. There's the Gaussian plates. So cool. Just the best. This looks like Reedy Falls activism area. Oh, there you guys are with the baby truther onesie. How cute. This dude. There we go. Nice group pic in front of the shrine plaque. Very nice. Oh, what a sweet picture. There's Fluffy Slippers. Nice. There's the dome thing from Project 314, the tabernacle thingy, right? There's Dr. Clownpane didgeridoo with Chief Crow. Bet you didn't know that happened. Did you guys know that happened? So much fun. I would never pass out around Brian. Come on. Flat is a geometric fact. We don't collectively agree that a plane surface is flat. It is a universal verity, truth. Axiom. These are good pictures. Here's more pictures of children smashing globes. Excellent. Ha 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 ha. This fun. We were having so much fun at the end dancing on stage with Chief Crow. We just having a good old party. Way to close it out. There's Chief and Watson. They're such good buddies. Mr. J. There's Shemaya with her Chief Crow shirt on. Dance party. Dance party. And then too, look at this. Jack has his hair down. Jack never has his hair down. Look at, he was really partying that night. There we go. Children running around having a good old time. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Oh, don't look at that. Cops were called due to Jack being loud. They actually protected our speech and kept us from getting assaulted by globies. One dude was about to knock me out. Really? Jeez. How awful. There you go. There's all of us partying on the stage with Chief Crow. Good times. I think that's it. Is that it? No? Or did it just glitch out? No, we still have. No, there's more. Okay. These are cool. There's Chief Crow's setup. You can see, like, he's like a one-man band, right? He's playing the guitar, he's kicking the bass and the snare, and he's singing, and then sometimes he'll throw in a harmonica or whatever. Super talented. Did you guys know Dr. Clown paid the didgeridoo? I had no idea. Who is Shemaya's parents? I think we have a lost and found for her. Shemaya is just Jack's daughter. That's Jack and Carolyn's daughter. And she leaves stuff everywhere all the time. Do you know, I think I have a cardigan and a headband from Shemaya in my living room right now. She leaves stuff everywhere. Spend a lot of time chilling with Watson and Crow. They're good people. Wow. Yeah, people get triggered. I don't know why. You know? I mean, it's kind of scary how people get triggered over flat Earth, right? You know, and it does happen. Like there's a place uptown in here where I was paying them to produce some materials for me, some flat earth stuff, like the Flattoberfest hats I had made and stuff last year. And this year I messaged them and I was asking about having a banner made, and they just told me they just wouldn't have it done in time. Like, they basically just don't want my business. My money's not good enough for them. So it's like, even though, I don't ask for anything special. There's nothing, dirty or profane on any of my materials, but they don't want my business because it's flat earth stuff. And it blows my mind. Like, I just want to yell at these people and be like, dude, do y'all go to church every Sunday? Because I guarantee you a bunch of them do go to church every Sunday, but they don't even know what the Bible says. They don't know anything. They don't even know what they're worshiping or what they believe. There's Mr. J again. People are just so dismissive. They're so programmed. The programming is super effective. That's the sad part. I guess that's the last picture. That's the sad part, So far, no pics of me eating shit on the dance floor. Rico, you ate shit on the dance floor? I spent a couple of days with Peter Jarvio at the University of South Carolina, and the students were very triggered. Really, Dr. Law? Yeah, man, it was nuts. I've been analyzing the footage. There was so much stuff going on during our 4-hour activism. One black guy called us racist and all white men lie. Wow! Wow. They got to be amping up the programming now, because we're starting to fight back harder. People are waking up and they're, and here's the thing. If you're programmed, you're easier to keep programming, right? It's easier for them to just keep installing a new program on top of the other one, right? They're just adding on and on and on to these people until you wake up and realize what is being done to your mind by the media and the news and these liars. And then you become immune to it. Then you see what's going on. And then you're like, I see your bullshit. And I'm not going to fall for it anymore. That's literally what has to happen. Everybody has to come to their own realization. You can never make somebody see. I wish I knew the magic words to say to somebody to turn that eyesight on, to like, blink, make that light switch come on, to where they go, oh, I get it. I'm a programmed NPC cuck for the state. But that's a hard realization for people to come to. Because think about it. I mean, when I first woke up to all this stuff, I felt depressed, stupid, horrible. I just felt awful. Because I was like, how could I be so stupid? How could I have fallen for this shit for so long and not seen it right in my face, right? A lot of people don't even want to have to go through that thought process, because then it starts turning into doing inner work, right? As soon as you wake up to that, it turns into you having to do inner work, where now you have to start unfucking yourself from all the stuff from all the things that have been like programmed into you, all the shitty things that have been programmed into your brain to think and do. And then you have to start doing all the inner work and then you start realizing about how, you were wrong about so much stuff, and you really have to change your actions and the way you treat other people and the way you live your life. Like, it is life changing. It really forces you to have to change your behavior in accordance with your new realizations, right? Because now you're seeing more correctly what is right and what is wrong. So you have to. It sort of forces you to do it. And a lot of people don't want to do that, right? They're lazy fucks. So they would rather just ignore it and pretend it didn't happen and just keep eating their juicy steak from the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? That's a much easier thing for people to do, for most people to do, and to just slip back into the crowd, slip back into the the group think, and just be like, well, I don't have to, think about what you're saying or process anything about what you're saying or do any sort of inner work on myself, because this whole big mass of bullshit behind me backs up what I say and says I'm right. You know? It takes a lot of guts to do that inner work. It takes a lot of guts to do the self-reflection and to realize that you've been doing things wrong and that you have to relearn everything. That is a hard thing to come through. And most people just don't have the gumption for it. They just don't. You know, they're going to stay asleep because it's too hard. It's too hard. Detour to Nihilismville, but don't stay too long. Exactly. They don't want to admit that God is a government. Exactly. Well, I'm glad the cops at least stuck up for y'all there. I will say that. I'm glad the cops stuck up for you guys. Wish I made it to the festival 2 weeks later and people are still talking about it. Yeah, man. That's how it goes at these things. That's how it is. It's off the charts. It's off the charts. And you know, and especially as people get to know each other, I mean, everybody's spread out all over the place, right? So some of these people at this event is the only time they're seeing certain people in real life. So it's like reunion time. It's almost like a family reunion, you know? And you already know everybody's on the same page. You already know everybody's there for the same purpose. You already know that everybody there is, you know, right in line with we are being lied to, the earth is not a globe, and we all are just trying to figure it out. Nobody has all the answers, you know, and we all get together and we just have a great time and we learn and we talk and we bond, and it's amazing. It's a time to fill your well. Your energetic well needs to be filled because we have energy vampires around us all the time. Everything around you that is not in line with creation or truth, that is with this beast system, is designed to drain your energy and to drain your life force and to empty your well, right? So when we do this, the whole purpose is for everybody to get together, to release all that negative energy, like transmute it, let it go, let the negativity go that you've been working with all year, and fill your well back up with that positive energy, that good chi that everybody's bringing. You know, take advantage of that. It's like I was talking about when everybody's got their toroidal field, right? High vibration. And then everybody's in the same space, right? You got all these people within each other's toroidal fields, and they're all at a high like vibration, a similar vibration. And what happens when you get two fields with similar vibration together in the same area? They superposition and amplify, right? And then everybody gets to reap the benefits of this energy being created by all of us being together. So absolutely, that's what this is for. This is for us to fill our energetic wells because we get drained all year long on a daily basis, and it's extremely hard to fill that well back up because everything is so against you. Everything is so against what we're doing. You know, the beast system doesn't want the truth out. The beast system doesn't want us getting together and having conversations and passing this knowledge on down to our children. It doesn't want that. So it's going to work against that at all times, right? So when we do this, it's a huge boost to getting over that. It's the only reason I keep doing them. So yeah. Hey, Ben. I see you're back. I saw that you were back in California and still traveling. I think you guys are still on your last leg back up to the mountain. Nature finds a balance. There's a growing light to match the dark. Exactly. I like that, Thunder Chicken. That is true. That is true. The chemtrail spraying in the Central Valley of Cali is nuts right now. Oh my gosh, you know what? They were spraying over here big time right before the event. Like, Ted and I were leaving, and I'm like, look at this. I mean, it was a mess. A mess. So I don't know if that was done to this area on purpose because of what was going on here, but it was gross. Okay, well, just if you guys are if I see so many people every year, I see this. Oh, I'm going next year for sure. Okay, well, here, if you want to plan to go next year, it's going to be in Vegas. Pretty sure. And I'm already looking for places. I'm already, in contact with some venues. So plan for Vegas, October, same date. Which would be, or same weekend, which will be like the 21st and the 22nd, 2021-22. So just plan for it. Dean F says, Karen B can't thank you enough. Made so many real connections because of these events. Right on, Dean. That makes me happy. That's what we need to be doing, is making real connections. Heard a rumor that you're still going to do a Flattoberfest in SC. Oh man. See, I know somebody was saying 2 events, but how do you do that though? I don't know if you could do 2 like actual real life events. Oh, come on. Is it working? It's 11:11. I don't have anything. I'm not getting any warnings from my streaming software. So what is going on? And I missed 11:11. Is it? Alright. Because it's telling me it's not. My stream status says poor. And I don't know why. I have no warning from my end from Streamlabs. It says everything's good. But YouTube says it's poor. Now it says it's excellent. Okay, whatever. Whatever. By the way, I do have my phone lines open, 848-222-2480, if anybody wants to call. Does anybody want to call? Want to talk about the event? Don't have to. I'm gonna close this. What's this, Alex? You're a lucky man he's here, 'cause I would knock your ass unconscious. This guy right here was saying that? This dude? The angry Globey threatened me because I told him and his family Santa is the globe for adults. Both are fake. Thanks for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, Queen Bee, how are you?
Hey, Law. Good. How are you doing?
Doing good. Just want to call in, get some things out the way. We just had a meetup with Rico. Thank you very much for putting the picture out there and shouting Rico out. He did a great job. There was 9 of us there with one Glober, his friend that was interviewed with David Weiss, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he's the guy, the short guy with the beard, doing the hand signs. But we had a great time. Effie Nation was there. Teresa was there. She was at Flattoberfest. She's from Texas. She was on her way back home to Texas the next day after the meetup.
Awesome.
Yeah, Rico threw everything in together. Yeah, Rico threw everything together. Thanks to Mark Sargent putting out the promo. Yeah, those pictures are great from Flattoberfest. I've got to get you some of my pictures.
Yes.
It was a blast. For those who couldn't come or wouldn't come, you guys missed out. Everyone needs to go to the next one in Vegas. I'm not sure if I can make it there next year, but I'll be there in spirit for sure.
I think you can do it.
But we'll see. We'll see, Queen Bee. Yeah, just wanted to say that everyone who missed it, you missed out on a great time. It was the best Flattoberfest ever. Every one of them that you do, any event that you do, it grows and grows, and I'm meeting new friends and making new brothers and sisters and growing the family. It was just it was undescribable. You cannot put into words the atmosphere that was there. But I'm also wanting to talk to you a little bit about Peter Jarvio, who was, after the Flattoberfest, he came and was flat smacking at the University of South Carolina.
Right.
I got back home Monday. I missed Monday, but I was there Tuesday and Wednesday for a half a day. I recorded him for. I got a few hours of videotape, video of him. Hopefully, I can get it to Tommy, who will put it out on the channel. Maybe I can get it to you too. And if you guys can just put that out for him, that would really, show the other flat earthers, that you can, make a difference going out there doing activism, or even dropping seeds. That he has his way of doing things. But I just want to say that the students there, guys, it is going to be a very, the hill you think is high, but we're talking about mountains when we talk about the mindset of the students there, how they are so indoctrinated. You guys don't understand the importance of what Peter Jarvio is doing right now. That man is doing some great work. That's why whenever we have a Flattoberfest, I cook so I can raise money to support the activists out there, all of us who are doing good work. Because without them, that climb is going to be steeper and steeper until it's almost impossible. I know that people think that Flat Earth is winning, but hey, they thought about that over 100 years ago. They thought Flat Earth was winning, but look what happened. The globe took over, and without people like him on the streets, we're going to be in big trouble. So I'm hoping to get the videos out there. Tommy will put it on his channel to get this guy seen, and you can just walk up and hang out with him, because he's going to go around every week to colleges. I will get a schedule and start. Maybe I'll give it to you, and you can put it out on the Flat Earth festivals.
Yeah, if you give me a schedule, I can post it. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let me get the videos out to Tommy first, and let him process that, and I will contact Peter, because he's in Kentucky, So he's going to go around. He's trying to do at least once a week or something like that, going to different colleges around nearby.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he is self-sufficient. He's self-funding all of this, so but we're going to try to send in some flyers and things like that, materials and stuff. And maybe he can, like I said, I want this guy to be seen by everyone here, because there's people out there like, Dave Manel, the one we supported last year from Solar Return, I believe. He's doing activism over there in England. There are many others, but this guy here is doing it at home. And he's doing it, I think, the right way. He's getting the permit. They cannot kick him out. He's there. He's there for the entire day at the spot that they give him.
Yeah.
But other than that, Sharon, just want to say, thanks for everything you did, but everything we did at the Flattoberfest. I hate using you, me, or I. It's we and us.
It is definitely a we thing.
We did a great job.
Yeah.
we. But it's we definitely did a great job, and we definitely connected, and we definitely helped each other out. We help ourselves before we help them or contribute to their cause instead of our cause. Okay? We thank you for everything, and hopefully the next one is going to be even bigger and better.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Shout out to everyone in chat. Much love. I got to run.
All right. Thanks, Law.
Okay, talk to you later.
All right.
No worries. Later.
Bye. Yeah. Dr. Law is one of the best Kakalaki crew we got. He always yells at me for, because whenever I'm supposed to give away the money, he says not to say his name, but it just comes out of my mouth. It just comes out. He tells me all the time not to say it, and it just comes out. I just say it. I can't help it. But, I get that you don't want me to say your name, Law, but you do so much. Your name has to be said. Your name has to be said with everybody else's name. Because it is it is a group effort. We all of us together make all this stuff happen, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And it's okay if your name is involved. You could have a lot worse things with your name attached to it, Law. So, yeah, well, we can get the schedule for Peter Jarvio. No data again. Why? And I can share it on my website, and then people can go help him out. It would be great. It would be great to see more people doing some stuff like that. Go Mandalay Bay, probably cheap. Oh my god. Could you imagine if I announced doing the Flat Earth Conference or a Flat Earth Festival at Mandalay Bay? No. Could you imagine? Like, that would be worse than the Shrine Club. Maybe Vegas. Well, I would like to. Also, I'm not looking at places on the strip. Like, I'm not. I kind of been wanting to do it a place off the strip, a little off the strip. But like, getting to Vegas, flying to Vegas is so cheap. Like, it'll be easy for people to get there. And that's what you want. When you do an event where you want the most people to come as possible, you need to make it easy for these people to get there. If it's not easy for them to get there, it's just not going to happen. Please not Vegas, pretty please. But Vegas is perfect. Yeah, do it in San Diego. Yeah, because I got $1 million to go rent a place out in San Diego where it's super expensive. How many? Okay, let me ask you guys this. Do you guys want to pay $500 a ticket to attend? Do you want to play $500? Because I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to pay $500 for a ticket. Yeah, everybody's got a location. Everybody's got a great idea. Everybody wants the event to be in their backyard. You guys, this is why planning everybody. You have to do what works best for the most people to get there, to have the most reach. Do you guys get, that's like what an in-person event is. Oh my God. Can get married at the Taco Bell in Vegas. My stream is crapping out. No, there's already been a Flat Earth conference in Texas. You guys don't get it. There has not been a West Coast event. The event is going to be on the West Coast. It's probably going to be in Vegas. And, I don't know. You guys are just going to have to get over it. I'm just trolling, but not trolling. So anyway, come on, Vegas, baby, Vegas. Like, I'm not excited about going back to Vegas. The last time I was in Vegas, it was with the person who abused me for 10 years, okay? I don't have the fondest memories of Vegas, but I do understand that logistically, infrastructurally, it's a really good option. It's like one of the best options. Anyway, can't please everybody. I know how it goes. I know, but Vegas is what you make it to be. Exactly. And I have multiple reasons for not doing a camping event. Flattoberfest it's never going to be a camp out, all camp out. That's just not going to happen. Just heard you for the first time last night on Glowbusters? Really? Well, welcome, Stephanie. Thank you for coming to my stream that's all choppy and not playing right. Yeah. What is the deal? It's totally going to be Vegas. It was supposed to be Las Vegas in 2020. And, I mean, like, it was going to be Vegas 2020. I even had set up a Instagram account. The Instagram account that is now Flat Earth Festivals official used to be FE Vegas. But I changed it because FE Vegas never happened, so I just turned that account into the Flat Earth Festival's official account. So it was already going to happen. We're going to do it. I lived in the tunnels in Vegas. All right. Phone lines are open. 848-222-2480. Unless you want to call and complain about me saying the event's going to be in Vegas, don't bother. Just don't call me. Because, you know, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I understand why Vegas, but Vegas is gay. Listen, I get it. This is the thing. You guys, did I not just have 3 events in a shrine club, in a Mason Hall, a Greenville Shrine Center? Everybody was telling me, why are you going to have an event there? Why are you having an event at the Shrine Club? Why have an event there? Blah, blah, blah. And then you come to my event at the Shrine Club and it's fucking awesome. So just trust me. Maybe you guys just trust me. Maybe just trust me so that, you know that I throw the events I want to be at. You know, I'm not going to throw a bunk event. If you're that against Vegas, if you're that against it, well, I guess then you're just not going to come to Vegas. I don't know what to tell you, but we are going to make the event, right? It's going to be the same thing. And I feel like it's going to be a very interesting dynamic too, because it will be in Vegas. I think it'll be interesting. And we're going to get lots of cool people to come to the Vegas event. It'll be a blast. It'll be different. It's going to be different than the other Flattoberfest. I don't even think I'm going to call it Flattoberfest. In fact, I'm not even 100% sure what I'm going to call it yet. But it is going to happen in October, and it is going to happen in Las Vegas, and it's going to be fucking awesome. I know that. Yeah, there's lots off the strip. Hard to get to watch the animals. Yeah, see, I had to like fly my mom in to my house to watch my house so that I could go do the event. Vegas sucks unless you're there with hundreds of flat earthers. Exactly. Well, Nathan, I mean, I could ask him. I'm sure he does. I mean, he lives in LA. Although, you know, that would be nice. We'll look into it. We'll look into it. You know what else too is my oldest son works for a sound, audio, and video thing in California sometimes. And my ex is a sound engineer. So I think between all of those connections, we'll come up with something really awesome for Las Vegas. We'll work it out. It'll be good. Saw you, Karen, on Robbie Davidson from a video from 2017. You were discussing hosting an event and what goes into it, and now you're here doing your own. See, somebody else said that to me, and I don't remember that. Maybe I need to find that video. I don't remember that. The other thing, too, about Vegas, I'm hoping that by 2023, or sometime within the next few months, the U.S. Pulls back its stupid vaccine mandate, right? Because right now, the U.S. requires international travelers to be vaccinated to enter the United States. Although some of you people came here through Canada, and you guys got around it somehow through driving. But, like, obviously that's not an option for somebody who wants to come fly across the ocean. So I'm hoping the other part of that, of doing it in Vegas, is that hopefully the U.S. will draw back its vaccine requirements, and then we can bring some of the flat earthers from Europe over here again. We can make it international again. We can bring, like, you know, I've talked to Mark Devlin. We can bring Mark Devlin. I would love to bring Dave Murphy over here from Europe. So that's the other thing, like getting those people to Vegas, like that's a cheaper cheaper flight. You know, that destination is cheap. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We were late to start it. Remember, every other country had the vaccine requirement before the United States. And then we, like, at the very end started enforcing that. And now we're still have it and everybody else has repealed it. I mean, have you noticed that? Well, not everybody else, but a lot of people have repealed it. The Vegas event should be called Strange World, not to be confused with Strange World. I like the Strange World name. Yeah, we could bring Eru. That's right, Zach. Eru. That would be cool. Yeah. Strange Dash World. That's funny. Oh, we have a caller. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hello, Miss Karen. It's Zombie Snooper Dustin again from Fort Myers.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
A lot better than it was.
Excellent. Well, that's good.
That's good. Yeah. So on your Vegas topic, I agree with you. I 100% think that would be a great place to do it, and I like the idea. I remember when you were talking about doing it in 2020, and I was excited about that. I really like that idea. I think that would be the cheapest way for a lot of people to get there, because Vegas is so cheap because they expect you to spend all your money on gambling.
Right.
So I think that would be an awesome idea. But are you, like, right now on this live stream, are you specifically just trying to recap Flattoberfest?
Specifically? No, I mean, I was. But why, you have something, if you have something else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I've mentioned it to Zach before on a Iron Realm episode, but I know you and mainly Cammy are doing the most work with the magnet and trying to, like, the magnetic declination and the magnetic lines and trying to figure out the map and all of that. And I've had a thought for a long time, which, other than, I mean, it's pure speculation on my part, just thought processes, excuse me, just thought processes from being in this for so long and thinking about this for so long. But so I know you're not a huge fan of the Warnon moon map, and I don't 100% agree with the moon map idea, but I do like the idea. Not necessarily about the moon, but the way. So if you took the moon out of the equation and just left in everything he explained about how it's a greater realm and this part is just where we are right now. So with the quadrupole setup and, you know, having our north in the center the way we do, let's say like the southern tip of South America and that point of Antarctica that they use so much, let's say that is like the outer perimeter, like the actual outer perimeter. All right. And like that would be the edge of the dome, like the edge of our enclosure altogether. But over on like the Australia side, and then as it wraps around through the Pacific side, all of that enclosure would be the end of our Earth realm, right? And then from outside of that would just be the grander realm. But the way our sun and moon rotate, that's why our little ponds melted out, assuming that the whole realm, it either has another sun and moon circling to melt out another section or is all frozen either way. But so our North Pole, what we consider the center, would be basically either a quarter line or a half line between what the true center of the greater realm is. Like, just kind of imagine that that moon map as what I'm talking about is the greater realm, right? And then, like I said, this is hypothetical and speculation and just something I've had this thought probably since about the time Warnon put that out. I think that's what made it click. But so the center of the greater realm would be a true magnetic pole, like what we're using as our quadrupole setup to get our north in the middle the way we do. And then either like the numbers on a clock having more poles set out, and as each pole gets activated, that area comes to life, or having just one, like the hour hand of a clock connected to that center pole in a way, you know, and circling around the way a clock hand would circle around the face of the clock. Does that make sense? It's so hard to explain without any kind of visualization.
I'm trying to picture it in my mind as you're talking about it. And I'm having a hard time, I'm not going to lie.
So, I know, it's really weird. Okay, do you remember, you remember what the moon map looks like, right?
Yeah.
Where we're kind of off on like the lower right, and then it's just this massive chunk of land up at the upper left, and then another big...
But just to let you know, I don't buy that moon map. I've looked at it extensively.
No, I know you don't.
Okay.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. I don't 100% buy it either, but I think that there could be something to that idea. That's what I'm saying. I'm just using that as an example only because it's drawn out in a way that if you can just somewhatly picture that, I might be able to explain it a little bit better. All right? So imagine that moon map as, like Mark says, our enclosed structure, our little dome that he carries around with him.
Right.
That's the whole thing, right?
Okay.
So if you put a center point in the middle of that map, the way we use the North Pole in the center of our map, put a center point in the middle of that map, okay? Now, let's say, because the way our part of the map is off to the lower right, so let's say like the 4 o'clock or like the 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock position on a clock face would be us, like a circle inside of that.
Okay.
You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the 4 o'clock position would be our 6 o'clock position, our like what we see on the map as the southern tip of South America and that little point of Antarctica, that would be on the greater clock face. That would be like roughly the 4 o'clock position, right? So that's like, that is the outer edge of the dome. And then circling in from that would be our area, and everything else is either not activated or frozen, or I don't really have a thought process on that because I haven't been there. You know, but so the center point on the grander map would be a permanent magnetic pole. And then each hour on the face of the clock would either be a pole that activates as... That's why I wanted to talk to Cammy about it, because I'm trying to figure out if this is even possible or if I should just stop thinking about it. But, like, it would, in my mind, it would kind of explain, like, why we get that toroidal field if the whole thing's kind of spinning around the way Warnon explained it. Does that make sense?
Well, I guess the last part I'm having a problem with here, I'm not sure what you mean. You mean like there's like an inactive pole that things revolve around and then they sort of turn on and turn off?
No, not, well, the turn on and turn off is just like, because some people say it's the infinite ice plane, some people say there's other melted out ponds, you know what I'm saying? I just don't know how to reference the outside point because I don't know. I would assume there's more land out there based off like the stories we have. But the permanent pole in the middle would be one of the quadrupoles to give us our North Pole, and then that other part of the quadrupole that's on like the southern tip of South America, that kind of turns around like the hour hand on a clock. That would turn around that center pole. Like, and when I say turn around, like this would be like how they talk about like the grand calendar and like the 20,000 year cycle or 2,000 year, all these cycles that we'll never be involved in because our time frame's just too short. Like that's the type of motion I'm talking about. Like where Warnom was saying, like different parts get melted out at different points of time. Like what I'm getting at is, that's why I guess I need to talk to Cammy about it more than anything. I just want to know if it's even possible to rotate a quadrupole and maintain that quadrupole. Like if one of your quadrupoles was permanent.
Only if you're actually physically moving the source of those fields. Like that field can't move unless the source of the field is moving. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So if there's like a giant landmass, that landmass has to move. The two pillars to make up our quadrupole, if each number on the hour on the face of the clock, like how it goes 12, 1, back to 12, you know, if each one of those was a pole that could be activated, and then the next one gets activated, and then the next one gets activated, and as they light up in sequence so that it's a soft turn on and a soft turn off, so that it rotates around like a cocktail. Like that way you're not having to have that piece of land that's actually moving. That's what I'm saying. If it's not possible, it's not possible, and I don't want to stop thinking about it. That's why I've been trying to talk to somebody that knows magnetism better than me. Like, I brought it up to Zach one time, and he was like, we might have to get Cammy. And I was like, yeah, I already had that thought.
Yeah, well, I think if you're talking about the actual, like, big field that we see, like the Earth's field, the source of it would have to move. The source of the field is going to have to move. And so I think that's probably one of the problems I have with those moon maps or those, and that's also like a problem I have with some of these outer ring theories where they have like the center ring of the known Earth that we know about, and then there's like that cartoon map that has the other outer rings. It came from a comic book. It literally came from a comic book, and people share it around like, oh, this is what our world really looks like. No, dude, that's somebody's fantasy from a comic book. And in there, you know, they talk about how like some of these theories talk about how like Saturn and Jupiter are actually suns and moons for this outer ring. But to me, like, I just don't, that to me doesn't make sense. Like, if we're all in the same system and we're all looking at the same luminary, like, it would, for that to, like, you would never even be able to prove that would be the case, right? Because if they are a sun and a moon for an outer ring, clearly they're operating in some sort of light spectrum or some sort of density that is not visible or comprehensible to us because they just look like Saturn and Jupiter. So now you're having to say that there is some, like, alternative, you know, reality existing right alongside with us at the same time, even occupying the same space, which, you know, that is like all trippy, like string theory, globalist type thought process stuff, you know?
I don't like,
and like,
I completely agree.
Yeah, and I can't say that doesn't happen, but are we ever going to prove something like that? Can we actually ever prove anything like that? Like, I don't.
True. Well, that's why I was trying to ask, like, you guys and Cammy, because when I had the thought and when I started to like make it work more in my head, my first thought was to go to you, Zach, and Cammy. And my thought process of things, not only that like internally ring true to me, but that I can face in reality. Like, that's why if it's not even something that can be, that somebody can make work on a small scale, or it could even be a logical thought process, I don't want to keep thinking about it like that. You know, I don't want to hold a flawed theory in my head. That's what we're trying to avoid here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, that's why I agree. I don't like when people start talking about, like, you know, all these old stories as, like, factual. Like, I'm not putting out that they might be factual. They could be true, but I'm not going to use them as proof or evidence.
Yeah. We just have to test
Like,
all
I
things.
agree about the I just want a map. Like, it doesn't even have to be 100%. I just want to know.
Well, I actually think the AE map is a pretty good representation of our known
I
world.
do too. I don't think it's 100%, but I think it's pretty close.
It's probably not 100%, but if the what's happening is it's probably missing some land. You know, I think they're leaving
That's
stuff
what I think.
off the map so that we don't go there or try to find it. But yeah, it's easy just to leave stuff off the map. The world is big. You know, it's small and big at the same time, which is kind of a weird thing to think about. You know, because you can run into people on the other side of the plane that you know just randomly. Like, that's a small world
from your town. Like, yeah. So, but at the same time, this place is massive.
Right, but at the same time, there's also lots of room. There's I mean, most of what we deal with is the land, right? And the land masses on the known plane only take up like 30% of the space that we know about, right? As far as we know. So there could be like a whole another 25% total land mass out somewhere that none of us have ever seen or heard about, which is that's more in line like with like what Admiral Byrd says. There's a whole nother continent that with all these resources and blah blah blah. Like, he could be referencing the hidden continent that they left off the map. You know, not necessarily.
He could be. That was my first thought process, because if you think about, like, on a ball, if you think about how he described that, you'd be basically the middle of the Pacific. Right.
I mean, how do we know that he didn't just end up, you know, flying to the lost continent, and then to hide it, they told everybody it was over the ice wall, which is impossible to traverse. Right, going to Antarctica sucks. It is not an inviting place. It's a horrid, horrible, hostile environment. Right? I mean, to me, like, well, how do we know they didn't do that? But this is the great thing about Flat Earth, though. Now we know that not everything has been discovered. There's still stuff left to discover. There is still knowledge to be uncovered, and that's the fun part.
Yeah, I ask my 2.5-year-old all the time. Well, he's getting closer to 3 now, but I ask him all the time what things are, and sometimes I ask him, and he looks at me, and he's like, "You know damn well I don't know what that is." And then sometimes I ask them, and it's like, the other night we were out, and I was showing them the stars, and I was like, "What do you think they are, bud? What are the stars?" And the look on his face was like, "Honestly, I know exactly what they are. I just can't put it into words for you." Like, he had the most intelligent and like there was a thought process there. Like, he knew what I asked him. He just didn't know how to say what the response was.
Yeah. That's just it, though. We don't know. We have to relearn everything so that we do know how to put those things into words, you know? And we do know how to express those things or explain them or talk more about them.
Well, that's pretty much all I had. You know, I hate that I missed Flattoberfest again. I was hoping to be living in North Carolina by this point, but if you do it in Vegas, I'm definitely going to make it out there this year or next year.
Yeah, plan for Vegas.
Thanks for all you guys do, and I'll talk to y'all sometime.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Bye.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting thing to think about, right? I told every child we need there to help figure out how this place really works because we don't know all of their faces lit up. Oh, that's so great, Zach. That's so great. Because this is, you know, and that is like the beauty of that small thing. I mean, think about it. look at what the education system does to us and to our children. I mean, it just crushes that natural wonder. They tell you everything's figured out. They tell you that everything, people smarter than you have figured it out, and they did all these complicated math equations that you're never gonna fucking understand, and they all know better than you, so don't ask questions, just know that this is what it is. You know? They just shove it down everybody's throat. And then you grow up, by the time you're out of school, you're like, well, I'm just a fucking monkey speck dust ball on the outside of a bigger space rock dust ball in an infinite vacuum in a completely limitless vacuum hostile space vacuum. So who gives a shit, right? Like, they literally do that. They crush your divine spark. They crush your natural wonder, your quest for knowledge, your quest for understanding. They totally destroy it. And so, thank you, Zach, for giving those children the gift of keeping that quest for knowledge, that quest for knowing, the drive, the spark to know that there's something to learn about this place, something important, something worth knowing. You know? What an incredible thing. Yep. The young generation thinking with clarity instead of fantasy stories about reality is our best hope for humanity. Well said, Dave Hinkle. Well said, Dave. Exactly. I'm having to mute because we were recording, but I'm keeping the tab open to see Karen's beautiful... I love you, Rose. Does this guy say that Karen disagrees with Iwaranon? Well, because he was talking about the moon map. And, you know, the moon map, it's not even Iwaranon's thing. That's from Vibes of Cosmos. In fact, I'll show you guys where this comes from. All right, so let's see. It's not vibes. Vibes of Cosmos. Man, people love bullshit. People love bullshit. But this is where the moon map comes from. Okay? I really need to go this person made this stuff up. Where is the, and here's another thing too. This video right here, this little demonstration, where is it? And this person, look, they're using some of the good stuff and then they're mixing it with their bullshit fantasy. Where is that thing? Here. This clip right here, people go, oh, look, it shows the phases of the moon. No, it doesn't. I just want you guys to know, no, it doesn't. Oh, it's just a clip of it. But the moon never looks like that. Like, there's crescent moons, but it can't be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really study the phases of the moon, no. Like, if you really study the phases of the moon, no. Just no. That's not how it's working. That doesn't match any phase. Anyway, where is the one with the time zones? Dude, that's the one that really gets me. The time zones. Oh, here we go. What is this? What is that? Why is Africa so freaking huge? Like, I know Africa's big, but come on. And then there's this other made up landmass that's right here next to Australia and Asia, like that. You don't think we would have seen something like that? And then the United States is up here and super small, and South America is bigger than North America. And then, not to mention that, but here's the corner of Africa, right? And then here's South America. There are shipping lanes. There are actual shipping lanes that traverse between South America and Africa. That's an actual thing that's used. And this map has that distance more than, it's like quadrupled. And then there's a big giant time zone here, a giant time zone here, and a big crooked giant time zone here. And then the rest of them are all squished together over here. It makes absolute zero freaking sense. 0 cents. Like this time zones on plasma moon map. They put this out as proof, but I'm like, why? This should show you that this doesn't match reality at all. It does not match reality in the slightest. Where's Greenland? I mean, it just, what happened? What happened between when this quote unquote reflection of our known world was made and today? I mean, how do they explain the difference between how it looks on here and the known world today? Because it's completely different. It's completely different. So what is it? How do they get there? Love new shiny theory. Yes. Welcome, David. You have to take in standard moon refraction and spatial distortion when looking at the moon. Yeah. I mean, it just makes zero freaking sense. 0 cents. So whether they're putting their highlight around it, like that's how I mean, Atlantis. I mean, there's just so many weird, random, these lands, the shape of them doesn't even resemble the real shape of lands, like even remotely. I mean, and then when you look at the moon map and you look at the features that this person highlights as being a reflection of our Earth, and you look at the moon map yourself, you got to wonder how they come up with this, because I mean, there's dark spots and light spots, and like when you look at it as just the moon, there's no distinction. Where is this person coming up with the boundaries? Because when you look at the naked moon picture, there's just no, it doesn't make any sense. Here, in fact, I'm going to pull up a moon. Oh, I have a folder called Moon Map Investigation. So here's a moon picture that I took. And this is supposed to be the section that is our world. Right? This section here. So tell me, without their drawings on it, do you see the moon map? Without any of this person's graphics, does this look like Earth to you? Do you see it? And be honest. I mean, he's teetering on the fence from becoming a flat earther. You keep saying that, but I don't think so. Zombie Snoop, as soon as I am feeling a bit better, I can show you how the different alignments look in reality. It helped me so much in learning to reproduce and see how fields interact. I mean, seriously. I don't see I mean, I saw at one point that video that kind of made it look like it, but upon further investigation, you guys, I'm sorry, I just don't see the moon map. I mean, where's America over here? Without the graphics to point it out, to show it to you, laid over a moon. Oh, here we go. So there you go. Now where's my picture? Put it on this side. Where's the crater on this one? I mean, you guys. And what is this down here? Is this supposed to be this up here? Let me see. Let me rotate this picture. So is it supposed to be this side? Now I can't even know for sure which side it's supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be this side. But even that, it doesn't look like our world. I mean, seriously, when somebody paints graphics on it and makes it look that way, that's being very suggestive. They're literally suggesting to you that this is what it is, and you're just believing it because they have music. Well, not you guys, but these people are believing it because they've got music and graphics and it's all fancy. And man, boy, if you know how to illustrate a good story, you can make anybody believe any old bullshit. Seriously. I mean, it's like the same trick that NASA uses for the CGI ball. You know, we're gonna make the graphics, put it some music, animate it, looks fancy, boom, it's true. Believe it. Hold it up to a mirror. I'm sorry. I just don't buy it. It just doesn't resonate with me at all. The moon is a very interesting, wondrous, mysterious object, but I don't see this. I don't see that as being a map for the Earth. And also, it's kind of dumb because you can't even see that without zooming in on it with technology. So why even put it there? Bart Sabrell hates FE. I mean, none of us have any problem with talking to Bart Sabrell, but he doesn't like flat earthers. And some of the flat earthers even try to cite his work and give him credit. And he strikes people and makes them take down the video, even though they're doing it in a positive way. Interesting, but nah. Yeah, so, and there was a guy who printed out a bunch of these moon maps and brought them into Flattoberfest, into the main room, and decided that he was going to hang up the moon maps in the main room without my permission. And I went over there and I told him to take it down. I said, take this shit down. You can't just walk into my event and just put up any old bullshit you want to put up and start talking to people about it. No. And I don't care if people want to call me a gatekeeper or whatever, but for when I invite, a lot of people to the event with different views, and a lot of people, they have different views from me, and I don't agree with everything anybody says, but I at least like to invite people who, one, have good discernment, two, who are intelligent and who I know are actually researching, and three, people who are actually comparing things that they're investigating to what they see in reality. Too many people start investigating this stuff and they completely disregard reality in natural physics and how things really work and what really goes on in the real world. Any sort of thing that you discover or anything that we uncover, it has to work in the real world. It has to make sense. Okay? And if it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't work in the real world, then it's a huge waste of time. So that's why I got upset, because I've already gone down this road. You know, I've been watching this stupid moon map channel since they had, like, I don't even know, less subscribers than me. And now it's got 61,000, and there's not any better information. It's just a new graphically designed video with music every week. It's like entertainment, you know, which is cool if people want to be entertained, but you have to put this through the filter of reality in the real world, and does it make sense in the real world? And most of the things that people come up with, most of the bullshit people think of, does not make sense in the real world. It just doesn't, you know? I'm sure there are thoughts that I've had in the past that don't make sense in the real world that I had to let go of. I can't think of it right now, but because I've kind of tried to forget all that stuff, because I really want to know the truth about things and how this world works and what it is. And so when I see stuff like this, it drives me crazy, because I feel like it's a big distraction. I feel like it's leading people down the wrong path. It's taking people's precious time away from looking at something that is actually of substance and that actually could contribute to the knowledge that we're after. They're taking their time and wasting it on fantasy stories that somebody made up. So that's why I got upset when that guy, without my permission, brings his big moon map printouts and tapes them to the wall inside the main room, you know, where I didn't want anybody doing that, because the whole point is to have the main room just for presentations. And I had rented a whole second room for people to do exhibits and talk and discuss things, right? So that there was two things going on there. I was like, okay, first of all, everybody's in the other room. All of this is in the other room because we don't want people, you know, having exhibits and talking in the main room while presentations are going on. And secondly, you didn't get my permission. You did not ask me if you could do this. I did not approve you putting up your moon map BS on the wall in my main room of the event. And so I got upset and I told him to take it down, you know? And I don't have any problem. People can look at whatever they want to look at, but when it comes to like me and how I want to present myself to the public and the things that I want to be associated with, I don't want to be associated with bullshit. And if I think it's bullshit, I'm going to say so, and I'm going to tell people that I'm not associated with it. I'm going to separate myself from it. You know, I don't have a problem. People can look at whatever they want to look at. But for me personally, I am interested in knowing about reality and what is really going on here and how things really work, and looking up and looking into things that are hidden from us, like real things, real knowledge that is hidden from us. I'm not interested in somebody's fantasy. I'm not interested in somebody's cool graphic design project. I'm not interested in any of that. Okay. I want to know the truth. I care about knowing the truth. I want my children to know the truth. I want our children's children to grow up in a world where they know the truth, and they aren't inhibited by all the lies and the bullshit and the deception and the programming. Okay? So a lie is a lie. It doesn't matter, you know, who made it, where it came from. If it's not true, it's not true. And I want it the fuck out of here. That's a gatekeeper's job. I don't care if you call me a gatekeeper T2L2. You can eat a bowl of dick. If you want to go and put people's fantasy out there and get more people drawn in by fantasy and bullshit, then you do that. You do that. What does that make you? What does that make you? You call me a gatekeeper because I don't want people to follow bullshit, or I don't want bullshit at my events? I don't care. Call it whatever you want. You know what that is? That's somebody who's trolling. You're a troll as far as I'm concerned. If you call me a gatekeeper, I'm after truth. It's a huge speculation, Dave. And the more speculation you have to make on something, the more bullshit you have to pad onto something to make it true, the further away from truth than it's going to be, obviously, because the truth stands alone. The truth represents itself. You don't have to do fancy graphics and put music and animations on the truth, okay? You just present it and it is. Seriously. We don't need this bullshit. Okay, I'm the biggest shill gatekeeper on FE. You have to check mapping apps to see they use the terrible terrestrial mapping for all maps. Look at this, too. I was looking at this. Actually, this is a good segue into something I was looking at over the weekend. Okay, so this is an old book that I was looking at, and it was talking about, it was images of Earth or measuring the Earth, okay? And I just thought this was a really interesting little section from it, so I'm going to read it here. Let's see. Let's see if it goes from page 20. Let's see the previous page. So, geography, this starts down here. Geography, okay, which means the description of Earth, right? Geography, which means the description or the representation of Earth, and which may be communicated in part by writing and in part by pictorial representation. The latter kinds of representations are called globes, when they are models or miniatures of the Earth. But in general, the model applies to the general shape only, and not to the details, which are represented in the same manner on the globe or model as on a flat surface. Flat surface. Representations of the Earth on flat surfaces are called maps, or when their object is more particularly to represent the seas or extensive collections of water and only the shore of the land, that is, the lines where the land and water meet, they are called charts. The word geography literally means the description or the artificial representation of the Earth, and of course it applies to every means by which the Earth or any portion of its surfaces can be represented. So anytime, everything, the representation of Earth is the same. The same applies to the globe or the flat surface. All maps are flat. Representations of the Earth on a flat surface is called a map. All maps are flat. The only time that you see Earth on a globe is when they take the complete map and they wrap it around a ball in their projection, in their globular projection. The single science of geography is so extensive that it requires subdivision into a number of branches. The leading one is physical geography, which treats of the Earth in the most general sense and not of its productions or inhabitants, though it embraces many of the causes upon which the diversities of these depend, whether these causes operate more particularly in the solid nature of the Earth itself or through the instrumentality of the water or the air or both of these jointly. So there you go. All maps are flat. And the moon map is garbage. Miscommunication is a big thing lately. Yeah, as just happened, right? I wish she can calm down. I'm not even upset. You think this needs to calm down? Are you a snowflake? Exactly. Like Crater Earth theory that has to use biblical portraits for sunrise and sunset. Yeah. Yeah. Bart Sabrell is a gatekeeper. You have to check mapping apps to see if they use the ball terrestrial Earth math for all maps. What do you mean ball terrestrial Earth math? There is no ball terrestrial Earth math. I don't know what that means. Talking about the Cartesian coordinate system? I know. That's not even a rant. That was like a baby rant. That was not even a real rant. Well, it's 12:20, you guys. I should wrap it up. It was a nice chatting with y'all. I'm sorry I'm still a little spacey from Flattoberfest. I'm going to be putting together the event video, the montage video this week. If you have pictures that I haven't seen or you didn't post them on Facebook, send them to me. You can email me, KarenBFE@protonmail.com. Somebody already sent me some pictures. And you can also DM them to me if you're friends with me on Facebook through Messenger. But honestly, I have my Messenger turned off and I don't get alerts from there very often. So the best thing to do would be to either post them publicly on Facebook and tag me, or email me, KarenBFE@protonmail.com, and send me your pictures to include in the montage video. And then also keep your eyes open for me to be releasing clips from the live stream publicly. And then as soon as I get those good videos from the video guy, we'll start posting those too. And those are going to be epic. But I know some people didn't see the live stream. You didn't sign up to watch the live stream live. Whatever. You want to wait. So I'm chopping it up. I'm releasing it as I can. So that's what's going on. Oh, wait. I have a caller. All right. Let's answer these calls before I close it down. Hello? Are you still there?
Karen, I wish you would have put me on after.
After what?
After you close.
Oh. Why?
It's okay. I want to just thank you.
Oh.
So much. You're doing a great job, you and Mark.
Oh, well, thank you.
My name's Floyd. What's that?
I said thank you.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you. I'm from the Midwest, Southern Illinois, but I live up in the Northwest now, above Mark, on Saturna, up in Canada.
Oh, wow.
And a childhood friend of mine reached out to me, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, and he lives in Pahrump. And so I'm going to try and make it to your Flat Earth Festival.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. I guess I've always been a flat earther. I've always questioned their concept of the globe because I was into geography. And I just think that you're doing a great, great job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I might bring a fiddle along.
Oh, cool.
And maybe my guitar.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm a little on the old side. But I've got two beautiful daughters that I'm so proud of, but I can't convince them.
Oh, well, maybe
Not
they'll come
yet,
around.
anyway.
Maybe they'll come around.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping I can make it down. I've got a bunch of relatives in Vegas too. I've never been there.
Oh, so you could make a whole thing out of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like fate. I do believe in fate.
Yeah, for sure.
And my only advice is to keep it simple. You know the rest of it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you for calling.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye now.
Bye. That's cool. Isn't that kind of a trip? Sometimes it feels like it's mostly the younger people who are waking up, but then every once in a while you get someone like that, you know, the parents waking up and then the children don't want to go along with it, right? All right, we got one more. Thanks for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hello, this is Dennis. Thanks for staying on long enough to take the call. What do you say? Last weekend, after I left early Monday morning and went back to work on 14-hour shifts, like the same day. So just this weekend was my first chance to sleep. But I wanted to say that you can. We had a talk at the end of the Flattoberfest. You and Ted convinced me that Vegas is the way to go just for practicality. I think Ted said like 127 or something like that, direct flights to it, and it's real cheap. My input, two things. I like the idea that you're not doing it on the Strip at some tentatively at some location off of it. I'm a truck driver. I've been pretty much everywhere in the United States, and I don't particularly care for the Strip. But anyway, wherever you make it, that's great. But I noticed 3 side trips if people want something to do, especially if they arrive earlier in the week. The Hoover Dam is the most obvious one because it's right there on the, just southeast of the town. And it's, it's scenic with the view of Lake Mead. It's the reason Lake Mead exists. But there's, scenic views next to it. There's actually a hotel. I don't know if this particular one has conference centers or not, but there's the first hotel as you coming from Arizona, I believe it is, from the southeast, entering into Nevada. And from that hotel, there's, I guess it's 1.5 miles or something like that. There's a trail that goes along ridge, and it's a great view of Lake Mead. And it was an old railroad, and it passes through tunnels that were made back in the 19th century, and it ends up at Hoover Dam, which you can go down into it if you want to, if you buy tickets, if you get there early enough in the morning. But anyway, the other two are just the Grand Canyon. If people went there earlier in the week, and a little bit closer in, but still on the Arizona side, is the Virgin Mary Canyon. Maybe if somebody had a rental car, they could drive through that. It's just something that's particularly scenic.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got. But I think the Vegas, like you say, I don't like, the worldliness or the morals or what have you.
Right.
It's some people that object to it, but the practicality, it totally makes sense. Let's use that against them. So,
Exactly.
anything I could do to help, I'm looking forward to it, and I might take my wife next year and maybe visit some of those things on the southeast of town, because northwest of it's just pretty much, I say, flat desert from my experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right. Thanks, Dennis.
Right, we'll see.
Yeah. So, and with that, I will close the phone lines. But yeah, also the other thing that's going on, actually, that I wanted to talk about too, next year, there's going to be a solar eclipse, October 2023, and the path of totality is right here, Oregon, Nevada, right? So feasibly, possibly, if you wanted to do an eclipse chasing trip / flat earth festival, you could plan yourself a trip to be up here in northern Nevada and view the eclipse on the 14th, the annular solar eclipse, and then you could come down the next weekend and have a blast with flat earthers for Flat Earth Vegas. Now, I'm excited about this. I'm trying to think about how I can go view the eclipse before, or maybe, you know, if we drive along, we can just like, hang out in New Mexico or somewhere over here and view the eclipse. And then the next following week end up in Vegas. But this is another reason why I thought it would be really cool to do Vegas, because right here, the week before is the eclipse. You know, that would be awesome. Or what if let's see, what date is that? What if I moved Flattoberfest? Oh, that's the previous Saturday. No, so I don't want to do that. So if I do the event actually on that weekend, everybody will miss the eclipse. But the week later, you could do it where Saturday you could go watch the eclipse. You could do an eclipse watching trip. And then the next weekend, boom, Flat Earthers. I guess I lost my, no, I'm still going. Okay. So what do you guys think about that? That's kind of cool, don't you think? Another Vegas plus is weed is legal there, and just stop in and shop and buy some, no problems. Yes, that's all legal there. No problem there. All right. So anyway, just some ideas, just thinking about it, y'all. When I saw this was the week before the eclipse, and I knew I wanted to do a West Coast eclipse or a West Coast event, and then the eclipse is on the West Coast at that time, that kind of like sealed it for me too. I was like, okay, well, it has to be. It has to be over there. Especially now that I know there's going to be an eclipse the previous weekend. Like, that's awesome. That's awesome. So the energy in this area is going to be off the charts. You're going to have that eclipse energy, and then you're going to have the energy of everybody going to the meetup, to the event in Vegas, you know? And Vegas already has its own energy, and we could just sort of hijack and transmute that energy into some awesome kick-ass energy and just pump it out. I'm telling you, I have a vision. You guys trust me. We're going to make it great. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be the best. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining me once again for Coffee Talk. I'll be back here tomorrow evening with Mark Sargent for Strange World. Yeah. Just keep an eye out. I'll be releasing the talks, the presentations from the event. We got some good video coming your way if you weren't able to make it. And then it also gives you a chance to preview the sort of stuff that you will experience at one of my events. They're the best. They are the most fun. And to all of you people, all you haters who didn't come to my event this year, thank you, thank you, thank you for making my event the best event ever by not being there. It was the best without you, it was the best. All right, y'all, have a good day. See y'all soon. And for those who wish to send me stuff through snail mail, you can send it to P.O. Box 10, Earl, North Carolina, 28038. There are also links below for Flat Earth merch, and you can send me donations. And I do appreciate all the support. Sincerely, thank you very much. Also, please go to flatearthfestivals.com for all information about upcoming Flattoberfests and Flat Earth friendly local meetups. If you are organizing a local Flat Earth meetup, Email me at flatearthfestivals@protonmail.com with your meetup information to have it listed on the website for free. For everything else, you can email me at karenbfe@protonmail.com. Thank you for being here.